Hello, beautiful people. So I haven't been on here for some time doing a live. I do my vlogs now and again, but it's been a bit of a mission doing my editing. So I felt led to do a live today because I was empowered by a beautiful lady on TikTok, and I'm so glad that I found her because now I've been aligned in my calling once again. So I got a bit lost in knowing who I was once again because she made it known that I was not aligned with the right people. And you have to find the right people. You have to find not so much your niche, maybe your tribe, your community, who you're going to reach out to in the world when you eventually get there, if that's what you want and that's what your calling is, because we do have different levels. There's only so much you can take on. Is what you can take on as well. You might not be able to take on, when I say the world, you can't take on every single person in the world. It's not possible. But like an audience in another country or a couple of countries, let's just say that. So anyway, I've been up and down a lot with what is going on in my life when it comes to people, okay? Because I've been feeling very conflicted. Because when I'm around certain people, I'm saying certain things and they're taking it to heart, or they are being very, very evil is the word. Someone said to me, there is no evil in the world, but there is good, bad, and there is that word. Because when you know what certain things can do to you internally, it meaning basically energy vampires. They are the type of people that deplete your energy. If your energy is depleted, then your health is depleted. That means it ends up decaying you. Okay, so for me, that there is a word called evil, because that's what evil does. Because so many sick people in the world, because there is too much people lowering people's vibration because the other person hasn't worked on themselves. Okay, and it is something that has been explained, I believe, thoroughly to others, but a lot of people do not understand what I'm actually saying unless I can sit down and explain it in a lot of detail. Yeah, it is very, very serious being around these types of people that deplete people's energy. And I know for a fact, because I've experienced myself, and I've got very, very ill. This is why I'm able to talk about it. So, and these type of people are very good at manipulating. Maybe you want to call them narcissists. Very good at manipulating people. Very good with their word, like Connor is very good with their words, very good at brainwashing people, very good at making other people believe that you, the good one, is the bad person. They're very, very good at that. And everyone believes in them. But if everyone believes in these people, that means they're just the same as them. And that means they've got the same type of outlook for you that the other person was intending on you. So the whole group will come together. And my point is, this is just an introduction, because this is about keep your light shining, basically. Yeah, make your light shine. Because I have to speak about this because of what I've had to experience for years upon years upon years of my life. This has been going on for a long time, and I got very ill. If you watch a lot of my videos, I talk about it a lot. But these people are very, very cunning. And they will brainwash you. But what they do is they put their negative energy inside of you, because these people truly believe that they're supposed to lead you. But if they lead you, you only end up sick. And this is what I was saying to these people. These is actually family members. I'm not pinpointing any family members, because if any family members watch this, it doesn't, if it relates to you, that means you've definitely done it to me. Because inside you will know the way you are treating me. the way you are thinking about me. Because we have discernment and we have a conscience. So you cannot hide from yourself. You cannot lie to yourself. You know how you're treating another, and you know you want that person's downfall. That is totally wrong. Totally wrong. Because if you keep depleting somebody who they are, when I say you're depleting the person, that's who they are. That's what they've been equipped with. That's the gifts that they've given themselves via God. Thank be to God. Because that person has gone away maybe as a child and decided to focus and tunnel vision on that particular skill, that particular person that they said, hey, they're enlightening me. I think they're great. And you, whoever you are, decided not to focus on anything nice. You didn't decide to focus on anything great. So how can that be my fault? So you have to be careful when you've equipped yourself, especially those people that have equipped themselves since they was a kid. Because I equipped myself as a kid. I decided I wanted to focus on positive. This is one area I decided I wanted to focus on. I wanted to focus on good. I wanted to focus on upliftment, being kind. That's the type of character I wanted. I decided to focus on Jesus. No matter how much people want to mock Jesus, Jesus was kind and loving and only wanted a good vision to go forward. Yeah? So I focused on that from literally about 5 years old. Okay? So I was equipped. I made the decision. I wasn't forced to be like this. But everyone around me decided that they wanted to focus on the opposite of good. So you have to be so careful for these people. These type of people nowadays, I refuse to help at all. Because what they do, their mindset is so consumed in getting ahead and competing. And no matter how kind you are, it doesn't matter how kind you are, they will still drag you down, even when you're kind to them. I've had it time and time, especially from family members. I've had it time and time again. I've been kind, I've been nice, and they have just been outwardly horrible because they're jealous. It boils down to jealousy. And growing up, I couldn't understand why these people were being like this to me. But what they were trying to do was give me an image that messed me up in so many different ways. Because if I'm seeing that constant image of people just being nasty, what do you think went inside of me? Because that's like a mirror image. That's like looking in the mirror when you're looking at another person. And all they're doing is snarling and don't want you to have nice hair, don't want you to have nice skin, don't want you to have nice clothes. When you're around these type of people and they might be in their mind hating on you and they won't show it either. You got to be careful of those people too. In their mind, they're just waiting for something bad to happen for you. Oh, but people been so happy with me being unwell. Oh, they've been so happy because they want to put it down to, oh, that just happened to you because you've gone and defiled yourself. But they will not take no responsibility because they don't think that anybody knows or that anybody can see. And how can you be like that? How can you be like that and live with yourself? How can you pretend that you are not having an effect on me? Be careful of those people because they don't believe anybody knows what they're doing. It's a form of black magic. It is actually black magic and witchcraft. It is. Yeah? But because you've revealed that truth, people will come to you and say, no, it ain't like that. No, it ain't like that. Because they feel that it's fine to deplete other people inside. That's where your organs are. It is serious. So I wouldn't try to fix these type of people. I wouldn't even try to help them. Okay? because you're going to get nowhere with it. Okay? I found out far too late in my life, unfortunately, right? But I will be here to try and help those that may be going through something like this. You will be fine, much more better, not fine, much more better away from these types of people, whether it be family, whether it be friends, whether it be business. Don't let your boss do it to you. Don't let anyone do it to you. Okay, make you feel less of a person, because when someone messes with your self-esteem, that's messing with your health. Yeah? And it's messing with your mind. That's why we've got so many people with mental problems, because I ended up getting a severe mental problem. Yeah, and it's thanks to mentors. Yeah, because I'm not going into my story in deep. And people to this day will lie. Watch out for the liars. So anyway, I had someone lie after me because I've been keeping myself away from people in general lately. Yeah, around my children. And I'm not around people, and I needed to get to somebody, basically. I'm not going to name any names or what have you, but I needed to get to someone because I wanted to go and see somebody. So I sent a message to someone's phone, okay? That person didn't get back to me. Someone then messaged me and said to me, how comes you haven't come and see such and such and such? I said, before I messaged this person, way before, I was always trying to get to this other person, because I would love to name names. I would love to. But at the end of the day, people like to tell too much lies. And I don't want no more drama. But I'm just doing this in order, just in case you've had this scenario. So, say a year ago, I was trying to get to the other person. So I would just turn up and come as I would just to see this person. So this person was telling me the time I'm supposed to come, and this is the time you're supposed to come, and not really realizing that this person has been planning and scheming against me in their mind as well, because they're jealous. It's jealousy. This is what jealousy does. But I found out the truth about this person now. So, because this person definitely doesn't want me to have anything in life, because they haven't done anything for themselves. So I'm going back the year now. I argued the case. Then that person went and told somebody else. That other person rang me up and said, well, this is how it goes now. Just to try and see somebody. This is what all it was about, just to go and see somebody. But obviously they're trying to just block me out. Yeah? They don't want me around them because they can't take my greatness. They can't take my greatness. But all they needed to do was just tell me that, instead of doing their black magic witchcraft on me. So then later on down the line, that person was arguing then. Then later, and then got other people involved. Then later on down the line, I went the time that person wanted me to go. That person put that person to bed. That I went to see, because it's an older lady. So they put her to bed. As soon as I come, they put her to bed after 5 minutes. And I didn't question it. I said, you've told me to come at this time, and you've put this person to bed. I was like, that's very weird. Then I saw that person was screwing up their face in the bedroom. Jealous. Must have been of what I was wearing. Must have been because I had my hair nice and I had a nice dress on. Must have been because I looked nice. Must have been that. Jealous. Because they don't know how to love their own self. They haven't put anything inside of themselves. They've not picked up a book and read it. They've not gone and seen a therapist. Yeah? They've not listened to no mentors. That is not my problem, that you haven't put any time and effort into yourself to love yourself. So be careful of these people, because once they formed into who they've decided to stay as, there is nothing you can do, because they will never be nice, because they will always see you and always want to attack you some way, somehow. So later on down the line, this is just recent, this is probably about maybe 2 weeks ago, I text someone out of politeness to see how they were. They were asking me, how comes, again, always asking me this question, how comes I haven't gone to see the same elderly lady? I said, because I text someone, this was the same person that was telling me I need to come at a certain time, right? To come and see this lady. So, because this lady's an elderly lady, she's in her 90s. Okay, so it's very important that you get to see this person, right? Because we don't know how long she's got here. So then this same lady, then this other lady said, how comes you haven't come to see her? Because this is another thing they keep saying to me all the time. I said, because I've texted somebody, because this person is looking after this elderly lady to see when I could come and see her. I'm still waiting after, I think it was about 2 months or a month, for a reply. So I can't be bothered anymore. Basically, that's what I'm saying. I just can't be bothered with you type of people anymore. So this lady that I was talking to via a text said that the other lady said that I never texted her. She lied. So the light bulb switched on now all of these years, because I've been around these people since I was a little girl. The light bulb switched on now. I said, the truth has come out. So you can go so far. And these people call themselves Christians as well. I said, you can go so far to tell lies. And the other lady, even though I have back and forth with this other lady, seem to be quite happy about it, because what she's trying to say to me is, we've caught you out, you're a liar. Trying again, put me in a bad place, try to level me down, try to put me in a dark spot, try to defile me again, once again. Yeah? And this has been continuous since I've been growing up. This is why I got so very ill. Yeah? These same very people, and it's not just one of them, there's loads of them. All the time, their main goal is just to continuously keep dragging me down. And they will not put up their hands to say that they're doing this. And what does that mean? That these people will keep going around doing the same thing to people. I'm not safe around these people. So in the end, what I said, I did text her. I said it about 4 times. And this other woman was going on and on saying that she said that you didn't. And this other lady believed her. And I said, in the end, I said, you know what? Hands up. I'm not getting involved in because what is, you're trying to drag me into something that doesn't belong to me. Doesn't belong to me at all. The God Almighty knows what I've done. I don't need to justify myself to you people. You lot can be who you want to be, and I'm definitely staying away, because this is what you continuously keep doing, trying to drag me into some type of dark hole. I don't want to know, because it's not a good place to be. It is a very low vibrational place to be in, and it is not of God. It's not of God at all. So I said, hey up, and I pulled myself out, because I could feel myself going into a dark place again. I pulled myself out quickly. I said, I'm not getting involved in this. No, it's not for me. It's not good for my health. And that was the end of the conversation. So in order for you to keep your light, when you've got vision, it's not easy for people that have vision. Because you're going to get people that are jealous. Because from my journey, there is a hell of a lot of people that do not understand vision, do not have vision, do not take the time out to build their vision. God said, without a vision, you will perish. People steal other people's visions. And when you haven't built your own vision for yourself and someone else has taken the one little step that you've made, I've had it all, and my story is absolutely disgusting and ridiculous what I've had to endure when it comes to my mindset. The amount of people that have tried to destroy me and render me crazy and will go around gossiping, saying that Sharina is mentally ill, because they have been trying to destroy me from a little girl all the way up till now. Because people don't want to take the time out to build their own vision, because they're lazy, jealous and cruel. But if you as a person has a vision and you can't even tell anybody your vision because they're going to begrudge you and they're going to try and steal it from you and they're going to try and make you out to be a nothing, all because you decided to build a vision for yourself. Right? And you've got the self-esteem and the confidence to do it. And you believe in yourself. And you believe in your look. Because even that as well. You may not think that you're the most beautiful person on earth. But you still love yourself. But you decided to do that. And the next person decided not to love themselves. What can you do about that? Yeah, I have some insecurities about myself, but I make sure that I listen to my affirmation. I make sure that I read books. I make sure that I listen to mentors. I make sure that I write. I make sure that I read. I don't know if I've said that already. Yeah? I make sure that I focus on what I love. I was doing the law of attraction. Yeah? When I was told growing up in the church, oh no, that's not from God. That's all lies. It was from God. Yeah, people are saying it's witchcraft. No, it's not witchcraft because it's making you focus on what you like. Yeah. If you're not going to focus on what you like, what are you going to be focusing on? And what you're going to be imaging on other people. And when you're in front of you, all you can see is that person just screwing up their face. Because all they focused on is the opposite of kind, the opposite of love, the opposite of lifting themselves up. And then it will go around, what they're going to go around and do. The same thing that they believed. They believed you weren't supposed to have a vision. They believed you weren't supposed to have anything nice. They believed that you weren't supposed to look nice. They're going to have all of this type of thinking inside of them. And whoever they interact with, they're going to place their limitations on you. And tell lies. The amount of people that told lies after me. And I have to argue what I haven't done. It's best to just stay away from these people. It's not good to be around a liar. Once you know, I've put up with people up to a certain point because I've been told, oh, you have to forgive. And that constant forgiving is you constantly staying around those people. And that's how I was brought up. Yes, you have to forgive. Yeah. But you have to draw a line. You have to place boundaries around you. You have to. Because it's your inner world they're messing with. And without your mind houses your body. Okay? And if people are going around getting you to lead them, and they are toxic people, you're going to be just like them. And they are forcing you to be just like them. Because they truly believe that they are leaders. And they're inputting non-godly ways inside of you. You're going to perish. Right? So you have to be careful when you've got a vision, especially when you've got a vision. And then what gets me more, you've got a vision and they know you've got a vision. That's none of your business. When another person's got a vision, that's not your business to know that. Because once a person knows that, that gives them even more weapons to scheme and plot and plan to stop you. Because God could have formed you to speak to so many people that need to hear your vision. And you're not going out there to do your vision to show off. Anyone that's out there showing off, not sending a good message, so on your head be it. But for those that God formed and wanted to place out there to support people like me, because I'm that woman on TikTok, I've never heard anyone like her. I needed her a long time ago. Right? Because she's a godly woman. And if people are holding back people that are wanting to do what God intended them to do, make sure you realise as quick as you possibly can what that person's doing. Don't try and figure out, like I did, why they're like that, because you're going to be figuring out their mindset, and then you're going to end up getting their mindset. Just cut them off. Yeah, people think when I say these things it's cold-hearted. No, it's not cold-hearted, because I've had to learn a very humongous hard way. This is why I talk like this, and I don't want anybody going through what I've gone through, to the point where it destroyed me, and I'm still trying to pick up the pieces. All because I wanted to do good onto women, mainly empower them, especially single women, because I understand what my mum had gone through. No one there for her. Even though I didn't understand in the beginning, because I didn't grow up with her, and I didn't know why she gave me up. Yeah, because I needed to be with my mother. But she wasn't all right. But was anybody good to her? But it took me a long time to understand, because she didn't explain it to me. Yeah, you need one thing with parents, they need to explain. If you can't look after them, you need to explain why you cannot look after them. Because the child is not a mind reader. You need to, if you can't look after them, one thing you can do, give them that. At least sit down and let them know why. Because what's happening there, when you don't look after the kids, you are decaying them as well. You are limiting them. You're making them feel like they're not lovable. You're making them feel like they're not good enough. When kids grow up without their parents, they don't have no self-worth. You cannot be selfish and just give up children and don't sit down and have a conversation with them. Even if you can't look after them, you've given them to someone else, make sure you look about them and see if they're safe, because no one looked about me to see if I was safe. And everybody thought they could do exactly what they wanted to me, treat me exactly how they wanted to treat me, because, oh, there's no one around to protect her. There's no one around to look after her. There's no one around to love her. But you thought wrong, all of you. So if you can't look after your children for reasons, let them children know the reasons, so they don't grow up hurting themselves, self-harming themselves. Can't see their vision because they can't see it, because they're thinking about why mummy and daddy didn't love me. Don't let them waste their life when they can become something so great. Don't cloud their mind in thinking about you and why you wasn't there for them. Let your light shine, even if your parents weren't there. Self-love, self-care. Do your self-love, self-care. Because you got to see them as not important. Because if they didn't see you as important, why should you see them as important? Don't let them ruin your life any further, because they didn't want to find out how to love themselves. And there was no one around them loving them either, because that's what it stems from. When parents can't look after their kids, it means they don't know how to look after themselves, because they more than likely were treated the same by their family and their mum and dad. All right? So it's a generational curse. That's what it's called. And we have to break the cycle. I'm not a perfect mother. I've got 2 children. I've messed up in so many ways. But I do not have a parenting book. And where are the parenting classes? So you have to keep your light shining. The reason why you have to keep your light shining is so you can make a better way for yourself. So you can shine your light in order to come out of situations that are not pleasing to you anymore. You have to keep the light shining, and you have to stay away from those that are intentionally trying to hinder what you're trying to achieve. Because for all they know, once you achieved it, they would be better off too. But they don't have the sense to understand that. And that's what gets on my nerves even more, that you're so senseless to understand. Once the light shines, we all shine. But if you want to spend your time in the darkness, what's the point? Stay away from those people, well, those with vision, those with that needing to be more healthier in their mind and in their body. Don't be around people that you've constantly told, if you do this and this and this to me, it's going to end up hurting me. And they intentionally do what you've told them not to. That's not good people. And don't give them one chance, two chance, three chances, four chances. If people are picking on you, bullying you, and everything you do, they're making out like it's not good, competing with you, taking from you, stealing your vision, stealing your thoughts, thinking, and making out like they said what you just said 2 minutes ago. Those type of people are not good people to be around. Because they're taking your image, they're taking your identity, they're taking your vision, and it wasn't given to them. And they might have more tools and resources than you as well. So they will be able to grow it, but it's not in the right hands. It's meant to be yours. Yes? God is meant to nurture it and form it and manifest it with you. So if that means you have to be by yourself for a while, not forever, and you have to be in isolation for a while, not forever, then so be it. Because I've met so many people that are not building their vision, but they want to come. All of a sudden I'm there and they want to come, and all of a sudden I've got something for them. Something that I didn't even know I had yet. Sometimes people can see your vision more than you can see it. More of it than you can see. I don't like people like that. You're not supposed to be seeing anything of me. Watch yourself. I wasn't here to give you what belongs to me, what's fastened to me. So if you're sitting down talking to people about yourself, they're taking something that don't belong to them. No, apply what belongs to you. That means you haven't taken the time out to get to know yourself at all. If someone comes to me and said, hey, I've got a vision, hey, or I've got a business idea, or I've got a feeling that I'm entrepreneurial, a lot of people haven't found themselves. I've spent years upon years upon years getting to know me. And what gets me, I can't believe there's so many people out there that are in a maze, that's the word, in their own maze. And it's got really serious now, where people now, I feel they've got more hateful for people that have vision. Yeah, I feel it's got worse, and people like to steal words. They like to take image. I mean, if you want to do all of that, go online. There's plenty of tools online now. Plenty. I'm not a service to every single person that I see. I don't get paid. You're supposed to pay people. Yeah, right? I remember I had the same person was telling me that I've had to stay away for that lied about me. He said, I don't need you teaching me. Now, I wasn't around the person to teach them. I was just around to have a conversation. That person's jealous. Very jealous. Because now this person has a group. Yeah, this person has a group. And I'm very surprised. And I've had my own groups from time ago, by the way. And I wasn't, and the thing is, why I'm talking like this is, I don't build up people that are not nice to me. I don't want to give anything to anyone that undercover pretends that you're not doing nothing for them. And pretends that you haven't grown them. And they continue, and this person lied about me a couple of weeks ago. This very same person. And I know I picked them up. And this same very person said that I was using them. And I didn't think that this person was like this. This person acts like they're the holiest of the holiest. Yeah. And I was very surprised. So people can keep you in the dark. You be very careful if people keep you in the dark. But the quickest way out of this is, if the person's not nice, they're rude, they're screwing up their face, they're negative, they ain't got nothing nice to say to you, that's not a nice person. Don't let these type of people deceive you into thinking that they're nice people. And that's the quickest way out of it. And why I speak like this is because I've had to endure such negativity where I stayed. I've been in a relationship where I believe I could fix these people in a relationship with a man. I believe I could fix them. And what happened? I ended up really hurting me. And in family as well, the same thing. I didn't think so much I thought I could fix them. I just wanted them to love me, be kind to me. I needed help. But they done the opposite. They got worse. And it's like they got a kick out of it. Yeah. They done the worst. And I forgive people, but I will forget as well. But the deception, God sees everything. So this is the people I want to speak out to. So much people have a vision. So many good people have a vision. But the toxic people hold it down and making you ill. And if you're good, you've got to find the good from the bad. Don't allow it to continue. I don't want to hear people keep coming to me because they've obviously heard something that is triggering them to change. Yeah? Because you have to put the work in to change. You have to know who you are to change. You have to read. You have to listen to mentors to change. I've still got to change. There's things in me I still have to change. Yeah? It's a work in progression. So this is why some people get triggered. They don't want to look at the ugly side of them, but they want to go to the pure and get the pure to help them all of the time, where they image the pure. Yeah? But the pure is not supposed to be among the toxic because they will take taking of the pure. And the pure will be lifting and the toxic people will keep disintegrating the pure until they've depleted them. And some people get decayed to the point where they go on the operating table. So I'm not trying to scare anyone. What I really want people to do is look about yourself. Make sure that your environment is loving. Don't even be around people that are shouting. Be around loving environment. And if you're around the shouting, try and make changes, because sometimes being in a negative environment could be because outside forces have pressurized you. Meaning your bills, you might have debt, you might have past issues because your past messed you up and you have to undo some certain things. The same thing has happened to me. So your mindset would need a paradigm shift. Yeah, you have to go through paradigm shifts. Because I know at one point my environment was like I was raising my voice a lot because it was the norm to raise my voice if my children were basically doing things that I thought was not right. But that's how I was brought up. So I had to retrain myself to stop shouting. And that one wasn't easy. Or if I felt, if you feel like a child's being disrespectful, if they're talking back. But my daughter especially, kept saying to me, she's just trying to have a conversation with me. But she would never address me. She would never say please or thank you. And it used to trigger me, and I used to raise my voice. So I had to sit down and speak to her and let her know why, because she couldn't understand why I was raising my voice. I said, because a child is supposed to address her mum and say, yes, mum. But I could have been like, all right, you can teach her in a way we're not raising their voice. But because it was so ingrained in me growing up, believing that a child needs to just have respect for her parent and she should know that she's not supposed to be rude, because she had a lot of issues with being rude, but it's who she was around. And she saw me going through bad relationships, bad people around, just totally disrespecting me, just constant disrespect, constant disrespect. And it was about, they don't want me to reach my calling. But my calling is to help people. My calling is to help people that are suffering. I've been a single mum, so I want to help single mums. It's not nice to be a single mum. I want to help women find their partner, their lifelong partner. No woman's supposed to be single. So why are you hindering? Oh, because you know she's going to get some money from it. I've done a lot of free work most of my life. My heart is giving. I've got a good heart. I'm a good person. So, but never really hardly been loved. Not really. Always ridiculed for no reason. And people think it's normal to be gruff and rough. No, it's not. All of these things will take away your light. Because it's about being positive. And people will question this. And they will deny what I'm saying. But they would deny it like Jesus was denied 3 times. Because they're not in that world to even be speaking. So me and you are not supposed to be around each other. You be around those that you believe in. Do not listen to people that you don't believe in, to be naysayers and to come on and bring and put negative messages up. You're not there with me. I'm meant to be around people I'm aligned with and help those that want to be helped. And we help each other to empower each other. That's who we're supposed to be around. You're at a different level to me. Doesn't mean I'm at a higher level. But I am a different person to you. So me and you don't need to interact. Me and you don't need to have a conversation. Have a conversation with the person that you think is like you, or who you agree with. Someone that likes to scream and shout and be negative like you. Be around those people. And don't put down people that want to elevate one another, want to grow and want to prosper, want to have more money and want to have a nice family that is happy and healthy. Don't question those type of people. Entrepreneurs, people that want to build brands and movement, don't have time for foolishness and negativity, because that's not what's going to grow the vision. Or if you're in business, it's not going to grow what I'm into or what you're into. It won't grow the brand. It won't grow the vision. It won't grow the business. It won't grow the character. And even if you're not into all of that sort of stuff, you should care about your health. Because if you're not good, if you're not good charactered, if you're not speaking good words, you're toxifying the environment and the people that are in it, because energy travels. And then you want to come and tell me, and any chance you get, you want to say, hey, well, she's just as negative as us. What are you trying to prove? You're still creating negative people by being like that. You're still focusing on negative. And you want to drag other people in with you? No, stay away. It's best to stay away. If you don't want to change, you tell the people you don't want to change and let everybody go their separate ways. But for those people that want to shine the light and you have vision, this is the only advice I can give you. Yeah? People find it very hard. I had this person years and years ago always go on, not anyone that I've spoken about previously, go on and on and on about how she's mistreated in her family. And when the crunch come to the crunch, she didn't even want to better herself. Yeah? But she would moan and moan and moan. And everybody have to hear about this moaning and how her family abused her and whatever. But she didn't cut them off. She didn't stare away from them. She stayed among them. So anyone are like that and you don't want to make no changes, there's no point talking about it if you're not going to make no changes. If you're being that misused, you're not going to be around the people. You're going to find a family that can support you and can love you and can build you up, because I know that I can create my own family. Yeah, if I'm not going to be respected by the family that I've got, that I was born into, I will create my own family. Yeah, because it's better for me to create my own family than to continuously be abused. And it's gone on far too much. People think they can do what they want. And friends, if you're in that type of situation and you're trying to build your vision and you've got undercover jealous people because you made the decision to be who you wanted to be, not because you was trying to be bigger than anybody, it's just that that's your mindset. Don't let anyone hinder your growth. Don't let anyone take away who you are. Don't let anyone take away your wealth because they decided that they don't want you to have nothing, or that they're jealous. There's so much of that out there. But there's enough for all of us. But you cannot help that person. You're going to want to help that person in order for them to be all right with you. What's the point? Because all you're going to do, I've gone through it time and time again. I've grown people and they turn on me. And you would think that you've done something really, really bad to them, the way they end up treating me. Didn't do nothing to them. If you ever know, one day I'm going to write a book. Yeah? And I learned my lesson the hard way. And I still kept helping these type people. And I feel stupid because it messed me up. Right? So you have to just say goodbye. There's no... I stupidly sat down for years trying to find a solution. Stupid me. Wasted my time, wasted my life on these people. Because you're working for them, basically. Work for yourself. This is through experience that I'm talking. You won't get any type of light if you're around people scheming, plotting and planning to try and get everything that belongs to you. Don't allow it to happen. Not for a second, not for a day. I really wish I wasn't manipulated the way I was. My mind was twisted. I got sick in there. Still not 100% today, I'm not going to lie. They lied, they plotted, they schemed, they tried to... They did tarnish my character. And they went around these people, just many, many different types of people. Went around making out like I was just trash, mad, liar, gangster. All the things you can think of. They would promote my name like that. And I've got proof. I got loads of videos. I've now got digital products of I self-love, self-care, and put love on people, empower people, unity, making sure we all get along, making sure we empower and uplift one another. That's what I'm about. It's about love. God is love. And that's what I'm about, and that's what I've always been about. And I'm not perfect, no. But one thing about me, I've been doing my personal development, and I've been doing my law of attraction, manifestation, yeah, and spiritual work and therapy. This is what I do, and I've put together my own pages, social media, and I will be doing lots more. So don't hinder a person. You either get the person that's hindered and it just stops everything, or you get the person that's hindered and gets ill along the way, and you get the person that's hindered but they get slowed down, but they have a humongous breakthrough in the end. So you can choose which one you want to be, or you get the person that don't put up with no BS at all. Be that person. So you can live in bliss and non-turmoil. I learnt the hard way, unfortunately. I'm here to stop that. That you don't live that way. Don't take no BS. I don't care who they are. You are important. Your health, your wealth, your mind, your money, your children. Everything will get figured out if you have to go alone. If you've got loving family members and loving friends, you are lucky. And a loving husband, you're the luckiest person on earth. But for those that don't have that, don't feel a way about it, because you are not losing anything. You will only gain. And don't ruminate on it either. Don't put their image in you, because you'll only end up the same. And that's going to hinder your light. Okay? Put good in you. Go and get some good mentors that know how to pick you up, pull up your self-esteem, pull up your confidence, help you see your vision, the next steps and the next steps. Listen to podcasts, YouTube videos, do whatever you can. Build a skill, pick up a hobby, go to network groups, go to events. Do what you can to place yourself around the people you align with. And if you get any type of haters, just smile, bye. Don't have a second thought of them. And I'm going to finish there. Let your light shine every single day. Do what you love, beautiful people.